Please be seated. Before we begin the formal ceremony, let me remind you to silence your cell phones and be courteous to those around you by quietly attending to the speakers throughout the ceremony. During the presentation of graduates, we encourage you to express your pride by applauding and cheering. This is a wonderful day for everyone, graduates, parents, family, and friends. Thank you for being here. Please enjoy the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, as University Marshal, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the Provost of the University of Texas at Dallas, Dr. Inga Musselman.
Thank you, Dean Gonzalez. Graduates, families, friends, and UT Dallas students, staff, and faculty, welcome to the University of Texas at Dallas commencement ceremonies. Our graduation ceremonies this fall are part of the celebration of UT Dallas's 50 years of success in establishing our university as a leading, multifaceted teaching and research university. Teaching and research, that's what we do best. At UT Dallas, teaching is a priority. This week, we are awarding 2,726 bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in the fields of arts and humanities, arts, technology, and emerging communication, behavioral and brain sciences, economic, political, and policy sciences, engineering and computer science, interdisciplinary studies, management, and natural sciences and mathematics. Most of our students are Texans, and as a state-supported public university, that is appropriate. But we also have an important contingent of students from across the United States and a significant enrollment of international students. This fall, we are awarding degrees to students representing 33 states and 27 countries. Altogether, our student body provides UT Dallas with diversity that is characteristic of world-class universities. Last August, as we geared up for our 50th anniversary year, we learned that we have a visitor from outer space. And by that, I mean a visitor from beyond our solar system, Comet Borisov. Traveling in excess of an incredible 110,000 miles per hour, it is evident to me that Comet Borisov does not want to miss the celebration of our 50th anniversary. I have been told that Borisov is the first confirmed comet to enter our solar system from interstellar space, and just last week, on December 8th, it reached its closest point to the sun and to Earth. In ancient times, comets were frequently believed to be an evil omen, but because our school's mascot, TMOC, is a comet, and because all UT Dallas students, staff, and faculty gathered here are comets, you will understand that I regard Comet Borisov as an auspicious omen, a sign that UT Dallas is universally applauded for its excellence. I am confident that Gennady Borisov, the comet's discoverer, and the International Astronomical Union will understand if we temporarily nickname this space-age visitor Comet Borisov TMOC, in recognition of your graduation and the university's 50th anniversary. Just think, a half century from now, when you gather for your 50th class reunion and UT Dallas's centennial celebration, you can recall that on this day in 2019, a famous comet, the first comet known to have come from outer space, provided a spectacular accent to your graduation festivities. So again, welcome graduates, families, friends, guests, and Comet Borisov TMOC. Let our commencement ceremony begin. Congratulations, one and all. I now have the privilege of introducing some colleagues in the stage party. I will ask them to stand and to remain standing, and I will ask you, the audience, to please hold your applause until introductions are complete. Richard Benson, President. Kyle Edgington, Vice President for Development and Alumni Relations. Frank Fegans, Vice President for Information Technology. Jean Fitch, Vice President for Student Affairs. Calvin Jameson, Vice President for Facilities and Economic Development. Rafael Martin, Vice President and Chief of Staff. Terry Pankratz, Vice President for Budget and Finance. Amanda Rocco, Vice President for Public Affairs. John Walls, Vice President for Communications. Previously introduced as University Marshal, Juan Gonzalez, Dean of Graduate Education. Jessica Murphy, Dean of Undergraduate Education. Ann Balsamo, Dean of the School of Arts, Technology, and Emerging Communication. Lisa Bell, Associate Dean, Arts, Technology, and Emerging Communication. Eric Farrar, Associate Dean, Arts, Technology, and Emerging Communication. Kim Knight, Associate Dean, Arts, Technology, and Emerging Communication. Jennifer Holmes, Dean of the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences. Bruce Novak, Dean of the School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Michael Bewer, Associate Dean, Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Mihaela Stefan, Associate Dean, Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Vice Speaker of the Academic Senate, Dr. Richard Scotch. And a sincere thanks to the other faculty participating from the schools represented on stage. Please stand to be recognized. Please be seated. To introduce today's student speaker, it is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Jennifer Holmes, Dean of the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences.
Well, this is always such a great time of year, and even more so than normal when I get to introduce one of my own students as our student speaker for this afternoon. She came to us from Garland High School, and she's graduating today, magna cum laude, with a degree in political science and a minor in history. She's been involved in a number of student organizations on campus, including Moot Court, InterVarsity Christian Fellowship, Connect CMI, and the Mercury. And at the Mercury, she not only worked as a staff writer, she was also the very first opinion editor for the Mercury. Last spring, she had the privilege of joining the Archer Fellowship Program, where she proudly served as Judicial Liaison of the U.S. State Department. She spent 2 years representing the university as a Student Tour Admissions Representative, or STAR, and she's been on the Dean's List several times throughout her academic career. So after graduation, she hopes to head back to Washington, D.C. to continue serving her country. Please welcome your classmate, Madeline Keith.
Esteemed professors, honored guests, graduates, and my very dear friends, congratulations, you're here. And not a very long time from now, you will be an official alumnus of the University of Texas at Dallas. Give yourselves a hand. Now, I know what you're wondering, and no, I am not going to quote Dr. Seuss's "Oh, the Places You Will Go." In fact, there is likely not a folksy aphorism or word of advice out there that has not already been said by a J.K. Rowling or Lin-Manuel Miranda or Matthew McConaughey or any number of individuals with wisdom and expertise far exceeding my own. The collective knowledge represented in this room today makes me exceedingly aware that there is little I could speak about that you don't already know. I'm not going to tell you, for instance, that life is hard. and that success doesn't come cheap. You know this. I have borne witness to so many of you working 2 or even 3 jobs, sitting through numerous classes just to return home to do 3 more hours of homework for school the next day. I've seen you spend all night studying at the library, only getting up to grab an occasional midnight coffee or inhale some Pop-Tarts. Because yes, that person having the meltdown at the table next to you, that was me. For many here today, completing this degree was by no means an easy task. And yet, you persevered. I'm not going to tell you that life is filled with incredible highs and inexplicable lows. I've laughed with you over Frito pies on Texas Day, as we all put on our giant foam cowboy hats and collectively wondered just how many waivers we were going to have to sign for the chance to fall off the mechanical bull. I've sat in parking lot tea and watched La La Land with you as we all furiously decorated our golf carts for homecoming. I've stood in awe as we witnessed the few, the proud, the chess team beat innumerable gullible students blindfolded. And I've mourned with you as another brick was added to the reflecting pool to commemorate a comet gone far too soon. I've seen our brothers and sisters in Greek life lift each other up in the good times and the bad. I've sat at the plinth as dozens of different student organizations championed various charities and causes and sometimes just championed each other. So I'm not going to talk to you today about what many refer to as real life, because I know you, and you have already lived it. But as I stand here today amid such a diverse group of graduates, some of whom will dedicate their lives to breaking the bounds of science and some who will stretch the limits of our imagination, I do want to talk to you about the one thing we all have in common: people. You see, whether we like it or not, and yes, I know for some of you it is a not, all of our lives involve a constant flow of people, of interactions, of relationships, of I love yous and I hate yous, and everything in between. So there is one thing I'd like to ask of you today. Show up for people. Show up for your family, biological or otherwise, because they showed up for you every day, day in and day out. Mel, Matt, I love you. Be there for your friends, because sometimes they'll just want to gossip, but other times they're going to need to know that someone out there, just one person, thinks they matter. And they're going to need you to send them that stupid cat meme that says hang in there to prove it to them. A great writer once said, more and more we have come to expect less and less of each other. And I want us to be the generation that changes that. I want us to hold each other to a higher standard because we hold ourselves to a higher standard. I want us to try to understand each other's beliefs instead of belittling them. I want us to be the generation that our grandkids talk about with reverence and with awe because we were a turning point. We took a stand. And as trivial as it may sound, it starts with replying to that text message. It starts with not blowing off that coffee meetup because, Netflix. It starts with committing to the people we love and care about. It starts with showing up. Now, I am confident, having had the pleasure to live and learn beside so many of you, that a number of those walking across the stage today will go on to achieve extraordinary things. Some may become elected officials. Others may win Nobels or Pulitzers, becoming innovators within their field. There's little doubt in my mind that some of you will change the world. But perhaps more importantly, I hope that many of you will go on to change your world, to shape your community, to better your city, to make people within your little corner of the world feel loved. It is my hope today that whatever you do in this life, from this day forward, you act in the spirit of service, in the spirit of kindness, in the spirit of showing up. For it is in little ways in which we serve each other every day that we truly begin to change the world for the better. And I look forward to changing it with you. Congratulations again, God bless, and whoosh. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium your university president, Dr. Richard Benson.
Thank you, Madeline. Wonderful speech. So welcome to UT Dallas, everyone. To all of our graduating students, my university colleagues, and most especially families and friends, including those watching online, thank you for being here today. I know that today is special for our graduating students and their loved ones. It's also a very special time for our university. This year, UT Dallas has turned 50. Since this is our 50th anniversary, you might think that our first commencement was about 50 years ago, but it wasn't. UT Dallas was established in 1969. The first classes, all graduate level courses, were offered in the fall of 1970. So the very first commencement ceremony for UT Dallas was in 1973. There were no undergraduates in that first graduating class of 4 people, no alma mater, no TMOC, and definitely no web-based viewing of this ceremony. In our archives is a black and white photo of the first graduates accepting their diplomas from the university's first president, Dr. Bryce Jordan. Many years before UT Dallas was to be important to me as it is today, I met Dr. Jordan. His career path had eventually taken him from the presidency here to the presidency of Penn State. Our meeting took place in 1996 when he returned to Penn State for the opening of the Bryce Jordan Center named for him on that campus. I was a member of the engineering faculty there, and little did I know that almost 20 years later I would be leading UT Dallas. During my inauguration as president in 2016, I said that it was no small privilege to follow in the footsteps of our first 4 presidents, Bryce Jordan, Robert Rutherford, Franklin Jennifer, and David Daniel. Dr. Rutherford, the university's second president, was in the audience that day, and I've had the pleasure over the last few years to spend time with him. Sadly, Dr. Rutherford died just a few weeks ago. He was a celebrated geosciences researcher who completed more than 24 treks to Antarctica, and I'm quite certain he's the only person to have both a mountain and an ice stream named for him in Antarctica. But even more importantly, for those of you earning your degrees today, Dr. Rutherford was a pivotal force in the growth and drive for excellence here. It was under his tenure that freshmen and sophomores were first admitted, and that the Eric Johnson School of Engineering and Computer Science was established. Think how much differently your lives and mine would be without his leadership. I want to talk a little bit more about those 4 students who graduated in that first class in 1973. All of them were graduate students majoring in science and mathematics. They were taught by some of the best scholars in their disciplines. And while we were not yet a top-tier research university, we were already focusing in that direction. UT Dallas at the time only had a few buildings, including Founders. What we had was a lot of space and a lot of room to grow into what our founders had envisioned for us. I've seen some artistic renderings of early plans for campus that included a monorail between the buildings. That would have been cool. We may not have that, but we soon will have light rail connecting our campus to other points across North Texas. And speaking of futuristic modes of transportation, some of your fellow students, staff, and faculty got creative when imagining UT Dallas 50 years into the future. Let's hear what they had to say. Watch the screen.
50 years from now, I imagine we'll be a mature university.
8 a.m. classes will be outlawed.
I think every professor will actually be at their home, and then they will kind of like jet in like Star Trek. Is that Star Trek?
So moving sidewalks would be cool.
Our parking, system, I could see that being, floating up in the midair.
Bike racks on campus are going to be replaced with hoverboard charging stations.
Flying Comet cruisers. Take us to class.
Robot teaching assistants.
Yes, we're going to be levitating.
I see UT Dallas in a place that's even more affirming.
I'm hopeful that we'll have a few Nobel laureates working here.
I'd love to see the athletics, boom.
I can see UT Dallas having 100% sustainable transportation.
50 years from now, we're going to have stories to tell about many of the wonderful things that were invented and created here on this campus.
I really want every student, regardless of where they're from or who they are or how they identify, to feel like UT Dallas is their home away from home.
I think it'll still have a special feel and be this place that you'll want to come home to.
I love the fact that we have a great academic program.
I think that the sky's the limit, and whatever your heart desires, you can do here.
The return on investment is amazing.
Every time I look, there's a new building being built.
It feels like a true university should feel.
That's really the direction it's heading, where this is UTD town.
every single person that comes here is blown away by the facilities, by the people that are doing research here.
There are a lot of people here that want to see you succeed.
I love the fact that the university is so welcoming and warm to the international students.
Being able to build that home, that family, and that's what makes UT Dallas unique.
It's small enough that you get to know who everybody is, but large enough to feel that you're part of something bigger than you.
I think that we have students that are focused on academics and focused on research and on having an impact.
I think diversity drives innovation, and that's the really big thing about this university is we're really innovative for being such a young school.
As long as what we do here on this campus is being fed and being nurtured by all the different places, all the different cultures, I think we'll have a wonderful community that we can be proud of 50 years from now.
It's special right now to be a part of UTD.
Most importantly, in 50 years, I still hope I'm part of the Comet family one way or another.
I really like that video. I see that Ricardo Castrione and our communications crew are over there. They put it together. Way to go. Nice job. As I say, I really like that video. It not only captures the creative thinking that takes place here, but it also puts into words why we love UT Dallas. The founding of UT Dallas was not just one brilliant act of creation, and our founding is not complete. We are still giving shape to this young university, and each of you has a part to play in it. Put simply, each of you is a founder. You are the heartbeat of our university, and you have made UT Dallas better for having been here. Thank you for that. You came to UT Dallas for your degrees, and today you have them. But you also came here for more, to explore the world as you did not yet know it, to expand your circle of friends, and to seek answers to life's questions. You pursued your academic goals while volunteering, competing, and performing. Many of you found ways to not only be students, but to be parents, or even grandparents, to be employees and employers. Family and friends, I hope that you have spotted your students in the chairs. In a short time, they will cross the stage, and we will celebrate not only their achievement, but also the ongoing success of this bright young university. To this dynamic graduating class, today marks the rite of passage. It is a public affirmation of your hard work and determination. I applaud each and every one of you for navigating the rigors of academic life and for your impact on UT Dallas, both now and in the future. Congratulations, Comets. We're proud of you. Whoosh. I now invite to the podium the Dean of Undergraduate Education, Dr. Jessica Murphy.
I would like to offer a special recognition of those students graduating with honors today. To earn major honors in their disciplines, students must meet criteria set by the faculty within their school. Latin honors are based on a 45-hour residency requirement and grade benchmarks set within each school. A minimum grade point average of 3.4 is required for all Latin honors. Students graduating with major honors may be wearing a stole. Will all students who have earned major honors within their schools please stand as you are able and be recognized? Candidates, please be seated. Cum laude are the medallions with green ribbons. The grade point average that represents the top third of all graduates in a particular school is considered the threshold for awarding cum laude honors. Cum laude graduates, please stand as you are able and be recognized. Candidates, please be seated. Magna cum laude are the medallions with green and white ribbons. The grade point average that represents the top 15% of all graduates in a particular school is considered the threshold for awarding magna cum laude honors. Magna cum laude graduates, please stand as you are able and be recognized. Candidates, please be seated. Summa cum laude are the medallions with orange and white ribbons. The grade point average that represents the top 5% of all graduates in a particular school is considered the threshold for awarding summa cum laude honors. Students graduating summa cum laude, please stand as you are able and be recognized. Candidates, please be seated. Collegium 5 is UTD's 4-year honors program. C5 admits approximately 300 students per year. To graduate with Collegium 5 honors, students must graduate with a 3.5 grade point average, take 24 hours of honors-related coursework, and complete an honors capstone thesis or project. Posters from these projects are displayed in the atrium of Green Center outside the Collegium 5 lounge for the next academic year. I would like to invite all C5 graduates here to stand as you are able and be recognized. Candidates, please be seated. Phi Kappa Phi is the nation's oldest, largest, and most selective all-discipline honor society. All Phi Kappa Phi members, please stand as you are able and be recognized. Candidates, please be seated. It is now my honor to certify the candidates for undergraduate degrees. Will all candidates who are to receive the bachelor degree please rise as you are able and remain standing. Dr. Benson, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that those candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective degrees. Candidates, please be seated. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Juan Gonzalez, Dean of Graduate Education.
Today's commencement ceremony is the highlight of the academic calendar. We gather to recognize and celebrate your dedication, hard work, and the glorious achievement of earning your degrees. We know you have gained a great deal of knowledge, but even more important, you have gained the ability to understand and apply that knowledge. As Albert Einstein once said, any fool can know, the point is to understand. We hope that you will be able to use the ability to understand and pursue new directions and to acquire new knowledge and then apply it wisely. I would also like to recognize the tremendous contributions, commitment, and sacrifices of the parents, family, and friends that help make this day a reality. Students succeed not only because of their own efforts, but also because of the support they receive from family and friends. So to our graduates and their families, congratulations. Good luck, good success, and best wishes for your very bright futures. Will all the candidates who are to receive the master's degrees please rise as able and remain standing? Dr. Benson, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their master's degrees. Candidates, please be seated. Earlier, a special recognition ceremony was conducted for graduating doctoral students. Each student who participated in this ceremony invited his or her advisor or another UTD faculty member to assist the Dean of Graduate Education in placing the doctoral hood of their commencement regalia over their heads. The conferral signified the success of the candidate in completing his or her program of study, leading to the highest academic degree offered by UT Dallas. Since the doctoral recipients are already hooded, it now only remains for them to receive their diplomas. I ask that all the doctoral candidates now stand as able and be recognized. Candidates, please be seated. I turn the podium back to President Benson.
Thank you, Deans Murphy and Gonzalez. Now, by virtue of the authority vested by law in the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System, I confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto, and I offer my sincere congratulations. It is now time for the graduates to take the stage for the presentation of certificates and diplomas.
Candidates from the School of Arts and Technology and Emerging Communication receiving the Bachelor of Arts degree, please come forward as your name is called. Natalie Antonieta Arroyo Lima. Clarissa Jade Austin. Brittany Emily Chanmisi. Leah Alicia Alexis. Jonathan Alexander Boyd. Landon Clement Cheatham. Devin Paxton Engelke. Fernando Krebs Floor. William Brian Chen. Aya Lopez. Anastasia Amber Brandley. Rachel Kathleen Drury. Brandon Stewart Blakemore. Christopher Hausian Nguyen. Horacio Garza Jr. Andrew Jared Garza. Savannah Shane Fuller. Ryan Todd Healy. Joshua Michael Mazer. Falak Abdi Jama. Andrew Michael Kerwin. Raul Gutierrez. Gilberto Renaga. Nicholas David Newsom. Matthew Willis Moore. Al Rafael Montesilio Nelius. Eric Martin Mendoza II. Sky Taylor Garcia. Katarina Tomonica Perez. Joseph Thomas Knighting. Matthew Connor Popham. Carly Sabrina Raskin. Efrain Alejandro Nazario. Rachel Alexandria Rodriguez. Devin Rodriguez. Caitlin Patricia Moore. Amber Pham. Emily Marie Reisinger. Zane Nakvi. Chevelle Elaine War. Matthew Peter Strack. Laura Stankovich. Davis Wayne Sheese. Ilsa Anme Vieda Principe. Joseph Francis Wintermote. Nicole Rose Schifferdecker. Latasha Williams. Gabriel Owendale Ciazon. Connor Kincaid Van Nesti. Azalea Anaid Salazar. McKenna Noel White. Faina Lu Zhang. Infinity Dominique Holloway. Nisreen Murtaza Hassani. Jessica Mae Dixon. Anissa Akridge. Julio Cesar Soto. Mallory Roxanne Trevino. Paulina Gill. Eric Von Pfiffick. Wyatt Dennis Davis. Troy Martinique Hines. Maham Sehar Hussein. Ashley Elizabeth Bass. Joey Kanyu Young. Ryan McGee. Kelsey Michelle Trevino. Erin Ashley Kitching. Gabrielle Thuy Van No. Danielle Inez Sullivan. Brian Thomas Schlittenhart. Norin Mathani. Mercedes Anise Johnson. Taylor Elaine Cantor. Jacqueline Tai Han Wen. Justin Lamont Weber. Alina Faye Wong. Bayon Tarek Elkot. Maron Abera. Sana Fatima Sayed. Abdil K. Gebratios. Sherfina Chan. Alina Qureshi. Virginia Arlene Tellez. Cesar Fernando Zapata. Jennifer Megan Rupi. Michael Anthony Garza. Brittany Tu Ann Wynn. Kelly Lynn. Catherine Allison Hitt. Angel Staten. Caitlin Leanne Dennis. Jeremy Brandon Tellef. Richard Darnell Mudd. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the Bachelor of Arts degree, please come forward as your name is called. Madeline Rochelle Keith. Donna Nabil Aziz. Alvi Ali. Noor Margaret Corey. Marissa L. Groendahl. Jacob Aaron Dye. Nora Anber Chernia. Devin Leanne Garton. Thomas Henry Endris. Fraz Fayez. Oliver Clint. James Juarez. Portia Nicole Harrell. Saif Saeed. Tariq Saad. Bailey Udia Clayett. Madison Elizabeth Wilson. Alec Thomas Donald Ward. Cameron Bayan Rezadad. Alexander David Koo. Kay Zahn. Caroline Amber Morales. Edith Olivas. Onel Jefferson Rains. Chloe Diane Doctor. Beatrice Luna. Meron Fesahai Weldu. Patrick Joseph Langtel. Robert Bryant Renfro. Alejandro Benitez Camacho. France Atundo Leongo. Cord Miller. Isaac Kyle Sitzman. Rochelle Gautam. Andrew Angel Barba. Hugo Acevedo. Evan Taylor Cook. Caroline Elizabeth Henry. Ariana N. Uden. Sabor Woldu. Marco Uriel Mascaro. Doname Teresa Lucas.
Thomas J. Friend. Vanessa Guadalupe Rodriguez. Diana Sanchez. Candidates from the School of Natural Science and Mathematics receiving the Bachelor of Arts degree, please come forward as your name is called. Trevor J. Gerard. Brahm Shareshi. Emma Gabriela Hurtado. Michelle Wynn Palma. Nadia Ashley Najafi. Rana Khalid Taha. Nancy Kim Hong. Neva Shrestha. Alexa Katrin Nightingale. Alexander James Towler. Zaina Nasser El-Kuza. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the Bachelor of Science degree, please come forward as your name is called. Michael Corwin Getty. Adrian Michael Durbin. Lucia Paolo Lipschak. Kwang Yu An. Armand Cafe. Chancellor Ryan Griffin. Samuel D. Resendez. Caleb Allen Santor. Vanessa Ortiz. Sana Khaled Dewi. Selena Mamar Anani. Miles Alexander Mobley. John Duncan McGilloway. Lady Selena J.C. Kosma. Murtaza Jaffrey. Marco Antonio Campos. Charles Joseph Bitsane. Wyatt Markham Head. Riley Carolyn Pearl. Jonathan Robert Schuler. Adam Eduardo Uribe. Gabriel Kyle Leung. Jose Manuel Carrillo. Cassidy Exum. Tristan Patrick Baumert. Jared Lee Walker. Nathan Tyler Greganius. Ephraim Robert Renfro. Edgar Miranda. Yuriko Tran. Candidates from the School of Natural Science and Mathematics receiving the Bachelor of Science degree, please come forward as your name is called. Ha Mai Chi Pham. Jesse Yoon Chung. Jacob Makuyu Chue. Peter Huang. Marco Maturano. Larry Brett Bullington Jr. Theo Daniel Castro Talikurin. Jarvis Terrell Cannon Celestial. Stephanie Nicole Dunlap. Chayton Tobias Cresswell. Grant Cameron Hammerly. Michelle Tanner Basetta. Yusuf Maher Alduwayat. Pedro Daniel Sanchez Viniegra. Sarah M. Ponce. Brandon Duck Trong. Dania Abdalkarim Alaraj. Ryan Merrill. Yasmin Sanchez Salgado. Ivan Eleazar Gonzalez. Kenneth Huang. Meredith Elise Nevis Mortberg. Jacob Garrett Fitz. Kareem Alnachakati. Basel Ishan Elashi. Mohammed Hazama. Anna Lynn Edwards. Nishani Mindy Gaukaran. Shivani Shailesh Doshi. Jessica Sarai Arriaga Pina. Viviana Isabella Casas Iberico. Alam Barjico. Arzu Bakatali Danani. Ibrahim M. Azar. Omar Hagas. Sadiksha Badarai.
Veronica Tui Tron Win. Sean Stephen Linebaugh. Na Quinn Win. Benjamin Hong. Alexis or Alicia Johnson. Jason Wynn. Salman Hyder Kazmi. Sydney Kaylin Holmes. Jane Yeong Jung. Christina Elizabeth Mulail. Ada Varlene Abaragu. Nada Ali. Nusaiba Alani. Mark Prestamon. Bemisal Itmer. Ashley Michelle Smith. Amanda Michelle Rachel. Tanner Scout Sterrett. Rebecca Marie Norman. Pamela Kathleen Mendoza Nicholas. Chloe Sinead Riley. Asia Janae Reynolds. Amanda Nawaf Saleh. Philip Jin Sun. Yushuan Ong. Lindsay Nicole Schultz. Muniba Sheikh. Jasmine Frias Perez. Ele Abdel Fattah Salama. Ashley Mariah Wall. Eric Das. Stephen Joseph Kulo. Madison Jane Raspberry. Neil Eugene Tyler. Haley Elaine Adams. Michelle Yehan Yu. Winona Dang. Virginia Zhu N. Wang. Austin Lee. Stephanie Huang Vu. Kan Jia Ta. Alec Brennan Vesey. Matthew Keith Peterson. Otto Vaughn Osterman. Arjun Mula. Ammon D. Lutz. Delphina Sango Fiel. Seth Michael Walker. Danica Lalina. Heejin Shin. Joseph Thomas Bonin. Jose Luis Aguiar. Catherine Victoria Creasy. Nathaniel Joshua Murray. Jarrett Rogers Mitchell. Philemon Gebriwet. Gabriel Guerrero. Laura Maroto Esteve. Ari Shariat Madari. Alfonso Rafael Reyes. Austin Christopher Adams. Hamza Ahmad. Haley Ann Dorsey. Samer Nabil Jaser. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the Master of Arts degree, please come forward as your name is called. Adam Maxwell Richards. Estefania Fernanda Salvador Tamayo. Nathan Robert Glover. Sandra Ebechukwu Odimegwu. Candidates from the School of Arts, Technology, and Emerging Communication receiving the Master of Fine Arts degree, please come forward as your name is called. Robert Leeper. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the Master of Science degree, please come forward as your name is called. Cheyenne Alexandra Montoya. Riley Ann Miller. Courtney Ann Rolando. Hunter James Ward. Aaron Craig Taylor. Ryan Thomas Phillips. Boning Liu. Maxwell Alexander Fritz. Xiangling Lu. Selena Guadalupe Arredondo. Blaine Tenacasa. Helen Wakefield. Candidates from the School of Natural Science and Mathematics receiving the Master of Science degree, please come forward as your name is called. Karen Yvonne Torres Bardales. Yingjing Yin. Ariana Elizabeth Smith. Kevin Tran. Weitang Huang. Yilun Liu. Hao Yu Hu. Deepika Kumarun. Iman Mubrak Al-Saidi. Caitlin D. Pace. Joseph Julius Abram II. Ellen Margaret Johnston Lehman. Shaheen Talebi. Erin Lynn Titsworth. Timothy Ma. Eric Hall. Matthew H. Lynn. Mahalakshmi Sundarajan. Haley Elizabeth Gerald. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the Master of Public Affairs degree, please come forward as your name is called. Dixiana Chavez. Sydney J. Chipman. Julie Kincaid. Eduardo Mendoza Montoya. Stephen Michael Tanner. Rustin Cormos. Charles Salazar. Rebecca Marie Reyes. Oksana Gill. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the Master of Public Policy degree, please come forward as your name is called. Ian Ganza Cherotich. Jacob Robert Acton. Candidates from the School of Arts, Technology, and Emerging Communication receiving the doctoral degree, please come forward as your name is called. Elizabeth Ann Berger. Candidates from the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences receiving the doctoral degree, please come forward as your name is called. Yondae Jung. Muna Shah. Tracy L. Nicholson. Brett Wayne Cease. Candidates from the School of Natural Science and Mathematics receiving the doctoral degree, please come forward as your name is called. Kahawate Gadara Gunawaradana. Syed Mahmood Hosseini. Jamal Karunawira. Samita Dilani Panangala. Shen Li Jiang. Afshan Fatima Nawas. Sushmita Sudarshan. Wejia Zhang. Xinyu Zhao. This concludes the presentation of degrees. It's now my pleasure to hand the podium over to Dr. Benson.
So congratulations, one and all. I would like to thank the university staff who planned and executed the commencement ceremonies today and express my appreciation to the faculty and administrators who gave of their time today to participate. I'd also like to thank the staff members with the most difficult jobs of all, reading all of those names. They are our orators, Chris McAlpine, Michael Sines, and Paul Teal. And now, comments, we have one last assignment for you. Would you all please rise as able? And move your tassels from the right side to the left. Thank you. Please be seated. For those of you wearing class rings, you can flip them too. Let me be the first to offer my warmest congratulations to you and the very best wishes for a prosperous and joyful future. In addition to earning degrees conferred upon you today, you have earned the right to be associated with a very special group of individuals. You may now call yourselves alumni of the University of Texas at Dallas. And I know for a fact that we have some alumni with us today. Could I ask all UT Dallas graduates in the Activity Center to please stand and be recognized? Welcome back. That's what this is all about. You're alumni now. All right, please be seated. This day marks a wonderful milestone, not only in your lives, but also in the life of the university. I wish you all the best as you go into your new lives as graduates of the University of Texas at Dallas. Please enjoy your day of celebration with your family and friends, and please return to us soon. And now, in your first and maybe second act as alumni, I ask you once more to please rise as able, and I asked our guests to rise for the singing of the UT Dallas alma mater, led by Miss Mackenzie Flynn.
UT Dallas, orange and green, founders' visionary dream, to inflame the scholar's heart, lighting the
Graduates, please remain standing. Will the audience please be seated? In a moment, the stage party will recess through the rear doors of the auditorium, after which our new graduates will also recess. Graduates, please pay attention to the staff from the Office of the Registrar as they ask you to recess one row at a time. Once the graduates have left, friends and family may leave from the doors where you enter. Exit out the north entrance and turn right. You may join your graduate on the campus mall. Please enjoy the music of the Encore Brass as the ceremony closes.
Thank you.